So, there we go. We on. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's
Wow.
up? What's up? What's happening?
What's
Season
happening, everybody
five.
at TV Land?
Season five. Come on, man. Hold on. David calling me now. What you say, Dave? What you got? What you got? I just went live, so I got you recorded. You live right now. What you say? Mm-hmm. All right, no problem. Okay, okay. All right, no problem. All right, cool. All right, that was just David Hudson just calling us right now saying that our guest, um Mr. Green Jr. and Senior, that they'll be coming on. They're running a little late. They had another phone that they had to go on. So they'll be coming on a little later, but we still got a great show
Okay.
planned for you guys. It's season five. I said season five. 5 years, season five. What's happening with it? How y'all doing?
Season 5,
What's
I
up?
am.
What's up? 5 seasons around this piece. 5 seasons, man. Come on now.
5.
Who we got in the building? What's up, DL? I see you, big brother. I see you. I see you. I see you in the building. What's up, DL? What's
Who's up,
happening
D.
with it, big
Evans?
brother? Do us that favor, like and share. Do us that favor, like and share. Do us that favor, man. We got a great show planned for you guys, man. Like I keep repeating, it's season five. 5 years of consistency, man. 5 years of consistency.
Hmm.
How y'all feeling, man? What you said, DF? You chilling? That's what I'm talking about, dog. That's what I'm talking about, dog. Take a load off, man. This is the time. We're gonna give it a moment. Let the notifications go through. Kevin, how you feel about this, bro? Season
I'm
five. How
good,
you
man.
feeling?
Hey, man, listen. It's been a long struggle. It's been a long road. We made it to 5, though. Hey, man, I'm going to feel good about it. Keep on striving forward. Keep our fans happy. Keep our fans entertained. To keep on coming back every week.
Yeah, man. Like I said, this is an accomplishment. You know what I mean? The accomplishment is just about us being consistent, man. No matter what, we still consistently came on. You know what I mean? Things gonna happen. Things
Right?
gonna happen, man. You can plan everything but the picnic. You can't plan the weather. You know what I mean? You can't
Yes,
plan the
sir.
weather. But through it all, y'all know last year was taxing for both of us, but hey, we still pushed through, man. By the
Hey,
grace of God, we
always.
still push through. We still push through by the grace of God. I see y'all that just jumped up in the building, man. Y'all do us a favor, like and share. Like and share. Make sure y'all come in, hit the notifications. We got a great show planned for you guys. Like I was just saying, we got Mr. Green, Junior and Senior that's gonna be joining us, man. We have both guys join us, so that's a treat for us. Got to have father and son, both in politics. Just join us and let us know what they have new going on
Right.
in the what they have new going on in the city. What you say, babe? I see you in the building. Nah, do us that favor, like and share. I appreciate you. Do us that favor, like and share. Yeah, man. 5 years consistency. It ain't easy, but hey, we did it, and we still
Hey.
going. You know what I mean? We get to bring Mr. Green them on, and he'll get to tell us about his journey about being consistent because he's been in this position for a minute. So it's gonna be a great show. We also got a hot pepper question for you guys. What's up? What's up, Miss Candy Lady? I see the Candy Lady in the building. What's up, Felicia? I see you. I see you. I see you in the building. Do us that favor, like and share. Do us that favor, like and share. What's up, Miss Finley? I see Miss Finley in the building. What's happening with it, Miss Finley? How you doing? How you doing, Miss Finley? Do that favor, like and share, like and share. Do that favor, like and share. Mac Merle. I
Hey,
see Mac Merle in the building. What's up, Mac
Maryland Mac.
Merle?
What's up, Maryland
What's
Mac?
up, Mac Merle? What you said? You're on parole? You finally off parole? What's up, dog?
What
Finally
happened,
off
man?
parole. Where you been at, dog? You
What
right,
you?
dog. You been missing in action, dog. You took off for the new year, huh? That's what's up, man. Look, y'all make sure y'all do the favor. I see everybody that just coming in. As y'all come in, y'all make sure you hit that like and share. Y'all hit that like and share. We got a great show planned for you guys. Season 5. We got 2 guests, plus we got the hot pepper question, and we got a array of topics. So y'all make sure y'all come in, man. We got a great show planned for you
Hot pepper
guys.
letter. Hot pepper
Come on,
letter.
man.
A
We
hot
got we
pepper
got a
question,
fire.
not a letter. A hot pepper
Yeah.
question.
We got a hot pepper question today. We ain't got a full letter. We got a hot pepper question. So y'all make sure y'all come in, man. Like and share. We got guests. They're gonna be in. They're on another form right now. So once they finish that form, they'll hit the link and they'll be over here with us. And we get to ask them all the questions that we want. You know, we have Mr. Eugene Green, junior and senior. So we got one on the Senate level, and y'all know Mr. Green that was representing District D. We also have him in here. So like I said, it's gonna be a very educational show. Plus, y'all know we come here to laugh, man. We come here to have fun. We come here to unwind. Y'all know how this go, man. All Love Over Here show is where you come to unwind, take off them cheese ass socks that you have on, let your little cheesy toe just wiggle. You know what I mean? You should have already ate your dinner by now. You should have on your nice
Somebody
slippers, right? You got your slippers on right now. You got your nice cigar from Kev, right? You got a nice cigar ready. Got your little drink. You see what I'm saying? And you ready to sit back, relax, enjoy the show. What's up, Kev? What you drinking on, bro?
pineapple coconut water.
Wait. What you say?
Pineapple coconut water.
Oh, Kev, we got a little distortion, brother. I'm glad you said it earlier. Let's try to get that figured out. Say something, Kev.
I said pineapple coconut water.
Ooh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is you my brother? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's try to get that distortion. Let's get that done. Figured out before we have a guest come on, man. We got a little distortion. Little distortion, bro. Got a little distortion. As y'all can see, we got careful with the distortion, bringing in season 5 like he ended season 4 with technical difficulties. Yeah, with technical difficulties. Ain't nothing changed but the year. Ain't that something? Ain't nothing changed but the year. We still got the same problems. Same problem, bruh. Come on, bruh. What you say, Mac Merle? Hmm? The cell signal boosters and all, bro. Don't you think you need a signal booster? Say, bro. Somebody gonna have to invest in it, bro. One of us gonna have to invest in a signal booster, bro. Make sure my dog can stay consistently on. Say something, sir. Hello? Yeah, you would sound like Darth Vader, my brother. As y'all come in the building, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the like button, share. Hit the like button and share. Hit the like button and share. We got a great show planned for y'all. Care about to figure out what's going on with his internet, and he'll be on in a second. What you say? Latanya Williams, Happy New Year. What's up, Tanya? Happy New Year. What's happening with it, baby? Do us that favor, like and share. Do us that favor, like and share. Like I said, man, we got a hot pepper question. We got 2 guests. Man, we got a full show planned for y'all. Plus, y'all know, man, it's the first show of season 5. 5 years. 5 years we've been doing this, man. 5 years. So y'all make sure y'all man come in. You know what I mean? And get ready to enjoy this show, man. Get ready to enjoy this show. What you say? What you say, Kevin? Bring it back on. Oh, oh no, he ain't ready yet. Ain't ready yet. What you say? What you say? What's up, Candy Lady? What you got to say? She asking you was at SpongeBob house, though. My dog gonna have it on in a minute, man. I was just talking to him before the show started. I don't know what happened. We did our little test run and everything, so I don't know what's going on right now. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? It's so good to see y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be happy when on Wednesday come. I'd be happy to see y'all, man. It's like, look, we outside on the porch. Everybody getting ready to jokes. We waiting on everybody to come. You know what I mean? It's a like I said, it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. What you said? What? Eddie Bo? Wait, 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 Merle. Eddie Bo in the hospital? And I see you. Wait, I read that correctly? Hold on. Oh, yeah, okay. The brother Eddie Bo, y'all prayers. They choose that night war love right now. What? Man, no, bro. No, man. I hope everything all right, bro. Kev, I just read that Eddie Bo is in ICU, dog. You on with us, brother?
Yeah, I see
Hello?
you.
What? Oh, okay, I
You hear
see you.
me?
I hear you, but you kind of okay. You like the Chinese man on the karate movement, like the mouth moving, but and I hear the sound, but it's it's not together. Say,
Say,
bruh.
you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Yes, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you. Oh, his wife posted 2 days ago. He getting better. Oh man. Oh man. We will make sure we say a prayer for our dog, man. That's one of our
Yeah, I
brothers,
just seen you
man.
at the both last time, man.
That's why I'm like, I just saw him, and Merle saying that his wife was saying he in the hospital, bro. Come on
Damn.
now. Come on, bro. We getting older, dog. We gotta take care of ourselves a little better, bro. We gotta take care of ourselves a little better. Me not being excluded. He had fluid around his heart and lungs. Oh
Damn.
wow, man.
It's a lot, dog.
Oh wow, man. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna make sure, man, we keep him uplifted in prayer, bro. We
Yeah,
gonna make
man.
sure we keep, yeah, dog. Yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that, but God is in a blessing business. You know, God and said it was over with. So we're gonna make sure, she said, he's on the breeding machine.
What? Oh,
He said he's on the breeding machine. Wow, man. And I just saw him when it was, I just saw him.
I saw for 9 times.
No, no, no. For what the second line, the big nine. This song for
Bro,
the
this
big
out
nine for
for big
yeah, for the
nine.
one
Yeah,
across the
yeah, you
canal.
did. You sure did. I did.
Yeah,
I saw for 9 times. Me.
yeah, this song for Big Nine for the second line at the across the canal.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Things happening fast, dog. Things happening fast, y'all. We not getting no older. For y'all that just jumped in the building, man, y'all make sure y'all do us a favor, like and share. We had a good show planned for you guys. We got 2 guests lined up. We got Mr. Eugene Green, junior and senior. We have them both. So we got a treat for you guys, man. We got a treat for you guys. But y'all make sure that y'all like and share. And as y'all can see, the brother Merlin, Mac Merrill, as I call him, he just let us know that one of our brothers, Eddie Bo, is what we call him, but it's Eddie Hoffman. Eddie Hoffman is in the hospital right now. His wife said he's doing better, but come on, man, let's make sure that we keep him uplifted in our prayers, man.
Yes, sir,
As-
man.
Come on, y'all,
That's
things
crazy,
happening too
dog.
fast, though. Man, things happening so fast, and y'all know we at that age. Y'all know we at the age, bro. Come on now. DJ Twin. I see you. I see you.
Wow.
I see you. I see you. I
What's
see you.
up,
DJ
twin?
Twin. I see you. Do us a favor, like and share. I see
I see you,
Twin in the
DJ Twin.
building. What's up, Twin? I see you, DJ Twin. I see you in the building. I see you in the building, dog. That's what's up, man. What we got? What's up, Kobe Malik? What's up,
What's up,
Kobe? What's
Kobe?
happening? What's up? What's up? What's up, baby? Do
Happy
the
New
favor,
Year to you,
like,
Kobe.
my brother. Do us that favor, like and share, like and share. We'll be getting the show started in about 3-4 minutes. Do us that favor, like and share, man. Do us that
Like us and
favor,
share
like.
us.
Oh, Kev.
Yeah, you hear me?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening, man? How you feeling today, dog?
Man, I'm here, man. Like I said, everybody is able to say it. They're here today. I'm glad to say I'm here today.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. But they got you working hard, bro. What you got you doing, man?
I'm actually in the studio, library studio, trying to get some peace and quiet.
Okay, okay, okay. Would you had a chance to go ahead and make up today? Normally you
No,
be
man,
running
my
late.
shit grow. I'm letting it grow. Trying to get the Silver Fox invite you did.
Oh, okay. What you and your barber beefing? What's going on, bro?
Nah, I just the Cowboys did lose it. Got rid of some players though, so I'm trying to wait till you cool off a little bit.
Wait, say that
I'm gonna
again?
go there. I said, the Cowboys lost and they fired some players and coaches, so trying to wait till you cool down a little bit before I go in there and try to fuck my shit up.
So you say you don't trust them, bro, when the Cowboys making decisions, dog? What's going
Not
on,
right
bro?
now, though. They kind of heated right now in Dallas, so I'm gonna go on and let that boy rest a little bit.
What they heated for, bro? I don't understand, bro. You
You know,
got Derek Evans on that. I mean, maybe Big Brother can tell us why they're so heated, bro. I mean,
they
hey,
made the playoffs again for the 1800th
they what?
time. They made the playoffs again. You know,
They
they sitting
not
at
make.
home in January,
What's
like
what's the
always.
final record was? What their final record was?
It wasn't nothing to holler home about. But what they were like, they had like
Mm.
one win to the Saints,
One
seven
more
and
win than the Saints.
7-9, 8-9, something like 8-9. They wasn't up there, They was out there somewhere.
Hmm. Hey, bro, our season over with, bro. How you feel about the Saints, bro? I mean, what you think about their performance now
Um,
that you saw all the games, so you have a chance just to give me a good answer now.
the Saints, I think they found him a quarterback. I don't think he gonna be um I don't think they should not go in the draft looking for another quarterback. They should get another quarterback out of the draft, but they ain't got to rush to get no quarterback.
They don't have what?
They have their quarterback, I think. I still say they should get another quarterback out of the draft, but I don't think they need to rush and get one from the first round or nothing like that. I think Tyler Shucks has shown that he is a quarterback to carry the team next year for a full season. He only played
Mm.
6, 7 games, lost two games out of six he played.
Mm.
I think the team is showing pores for next season. I think they show everybody at the end of the season what to expect next year.
Mm. You know what? For they was competitive. They was competitive, but injuries was plaguing us, and Inexperience, man. Our secondary made bonehead decisions, right? But that's just
Mhm.
inexperience, man. Being in a wide open defense, being caught in the wrong position. We made rookie mistakes. We made mistakes. That's why I said at the beginning of last season, I told you that, hey, just like I made my prediction beginning last season, I told you we wasn't gonna win no more than 6 games. I'm on record. I'm on record with that, right? And I said that, and that's all they won was 6 games, right? So this year, this season, what's up, Snap Up? I see
Well, I
Queen
was a snap.
Shala in the building. What's up, big brother? Just a favor, like and share, like and share, like and share. Yeah, I like the way we came together at the end of the season. That's when it seemed like we had our bearings under us. Seemed like we had a few more healthy players that was around. We was able to see them really just work together without having this one injured, that one injured. You know, I think we're gonna be all right. Just like I made the bold prediction. It was a bold prediction last year that I said we wasn't gonna win no more than 6 games. We didn't know how many we was gonna win, but I knew it could be no more than 6. We were facing a new head coach, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. Everything, man, everything was new, bro. Everything was new. So I didn't expect too much out of us last season. Now, coming to this season, what you say, Snap, you can't kick your legs too short. All right, my brother. Say, bro. But coming up to the new upcoming season, I give us 11 games. I think we're gonna
11?
win all. Yeah, I think we're gonna win 11 games. Next season. Next season, according to the way they ended the season, yeah, bro. I see us winning 11 games, winning winning our division, going to the playoffs. Yeah, we're gonna be
Hmm.
a whole lot better. We're gonna be a whole lot better. A whole lot. Like I said, you gotta remember, bro. It was inexperience and injuries that was plaguing us, bro. So once you move past that, man, we all right. We
Well,
all right. I
also you
mean,
gotta look
I'm
at
still go ahead.
there's a bunch of rookies that came to show up and show out. Besides Tyler Shuck being 27 years old, he's still considered as a rookie. And I think with the team he had around him, he did pretty good to win the games he did win. A lot of games was won on his ability to scramble and get out the pocket to extend the plays. Um, the Saints are ready a rebuild move by drafting they drafted a wide receiver today, 6'1" wide receiver, the guy from the CFL league. So the whole thing gonna depend on Demario Davis and Cam Jordan coming back. If Demario and Cam
Yeah,
come back next season, I think the defense will be where it was at the end of the season, at the beginning of the season.
yeah. I hope both of them come back. To be honest with you, Cam deserve a winning season. Cam deserve a winning season, bro. Cam Jordan been balling, bro. That's one. I mean, him and Demario, but you
Right.
know they deserve a winning season. So I hope they come back just so they can go out with a bang on it with a winning season. I look
Right.
forward to us being better next year, dog. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man, they're number 8 pick in the first round. So between 1 and 10, they should be getting a good receiver by the first round.
I hope he don't retire, your Snapper. I just read that. I hope he don't retire. That's why I said, bro, he owe we owe him that, bro. We owe him. Let's give him a good season on out, bro. That's why I said next year. Next, if he gonna do it, let do it next year. If he gonna retire, do it next
Uh,
year. Don't go out like this. What you say?
the interview I heard he gave an interview today saying that his wife said that it's okay for him to play another season. So she gave him a thumbs up. But like he said again, it's about respect level and about how much money you gonna offer him,
It's about what?
how much money he can get, and how much the team respect him. So the team wanting to come back, don't have to pay him. But he is a free agent.
And look, and he's still producing too. He's
Yes.
still producing. That's another thing, man. He's still producing. Um, he's still producing, bro. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying, like, let him come back and go out on top, bro. Don't leave now. Prince T, I see you in the building. What's up,
Wow, what's
Prince
up,
T?
T?
I see Prince T in the building. What's happening, Prince T? Do us that favor,
I
like and
said
share, my brother. Do us that
I should
favor,
do
like and share.
a 1 year deal with some incentives. See how you work out from there.
Incentives. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he want to come back for the Saints. Yeah, he said he want to come back and finish playing for the Saints, but it all depends how much money they go for him to come back.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. I think
Yeah,
we're
shit.
gonna be all
Him,
right.
Chase
And I'm
Young, Carl Granderson, them boys started playing at a high level toward the end of the season. But I'm glad to see Chase Young come off the injury. He getting almost back to himself like he was in college. But yeah, it's gonna be a good defense if they all come back.
yeah. That's why I said, man, look, I don't want him to retire, man. Go out on top, man. Go out on top because I know we're going to the playoff next year. See how I said that confidently. We going to the playoff. Yeah, we're going to the playoff. Look, next season we're going to the playoff. Yeah, man. Now, how far we gonna go in the playoff? I don't know, but I know we're gonna do well enough to go to the playoff. Yeah, man. Yeah, because honestly, look how we was looking. Look how we were looking towards this end of the season, dude. Look like we was getting it. We was coming together. We was coming together, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We cha-ching. Next year we might bring back the ching. Cha-ching. Yeah, man. We might bring that back, man. Cha-ching. Bada bing.
uh,
We might bring that back next year, though. The cha-ching. Yeah, every time we got to have a winning season, but we can't have another. Look, this season passed. We sold what? There was a less we sold in merchandise within the recent years. We usually do good with selling merchandise. This wasn't a year, brother.
right.
Not at all. Not at
A
all,
lot
man.
of people, a lot of people still upset from last season, so they're on the edge of trying to see how they're gonna do this season.
Hey, bro, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. We about to get the show started in a minute, y'all. About to get the show started in 1 minute. And we be getting the show started. Gonna get the joke of the day out the way. Right quick, y'all do us a favor, like and share if you haven't done it already. We have two guests today, Mr. Eugene Green, Senior and Junior. We have them both coming on today. So that, like I told y'all, we got a real treat for you guys. We also have a hot pepper question, and we have an array of topics. So y'all make sure
Hot
y'all
pepper
like and
question.
share. Like and share. Do us that favor, like and share. We really appreciate y'all. We're starting out season five. I
Season
said season,
five. Don't listen. Don't
season
don't don't
five.
jump ahead again. We getting there. We're gonna be there. But right now we
Season
got
five.
12 months to do.
That time passing fast, man. We're starting
Yeah,
off
time passing too
with
fast.
season five. Kel, I'm about to get my water. Then we're gonna go ahead and start the show. Speak to everybody right quick. While I get my water.
I can't see who the building. Let me see what. Shit, I can't see no comments. Merle. So what's up, Felicia? I ain't seen her come in the building. The candy lady. Snap in the building. That's all I see. Merle. I spoke to Merle already. Who's Latoya Williams? Hey, how you doing? I ain't no bikini bottom, Felicia. I'm right here in the studio trying to get me a record deal, man. Listen, we're gonna talk about a lot of things. Like I say, it is 2026. How y'all feeling about the New Year's? Y'all feel like y'all New Year's gonna be prosperous this year? You know, y'all gonna do things different than y'all did last year. Everything going on in the economy, the way Trump is uh, attacking everybody, kidnapping everybody, and shutting down food. So we're gonna talk about all that tonight. we'll talk about 2026. What we're gonna do different this year versus what we did last year. Y'all know Mardi Gras coming up early this year. Hope y'all got y'all Mardi Gras get together. Hope y'all got y'all what parades y'all gonna attend this year. Um, Also we're gonna be discussing. We got a few good topics for y'all tonight, man. We got a few good topics.
All right, all right, all right. Let's go ahead on and get the joke of the day of the week out the way so we can go ahead and get the show started.
Let me come up on top of the dormitory. So listen, all right. So this man walks into a bar, meets this escort, right? So he sit there and talk to him about an hour. So he asked, he said, say, hey, how much a hand job will cost me? Escort said, oh, that's about $50 there. Said, $50 for a hand job. He said, yeah. He said, you see a sports car outside, parked in the parking lot? He said, yeah, I see a sports car, the nice sports car. So I bought that. She said, I bought that sports car. I was strictly off a hand job. So after about another drink or two, the man said, you know what? Okay, let's go try it out. Man went to the hotel room, got a little hand job, $50. Came back the next day. He said, man, that was really good last night. That was awesome. He said, this is cut to the chase. I'm going for a blowjob. Esco said, that's $500. He said, $500 for a blowjob? He said, yeah. So see a house on top of the hill? So I got bought the house 20 bedroom home mansion off a strictly off a blowjob. Man said, shit, the hand job was good, so the blowjob gotta be better. Said, come on, go back to the room. $500, take care of business. And boy, like, man, come back 2 days later, saw in there again. He said, man, the hand job was great, the blow job was even better. He said, fuck, I'm just gonna go all out. How much it is for a piece of for a piece of pussy? She looked at that boy and said, baby, if I had one of them, I'd run the town.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. What you trying to tell him? Would you please tell a joker one more time for everybody in the back that didn't catch it? That
He
what you
said, y'all gotta be quick on y'all feet now. So this man met this escort at the bar. Asked the escort, they talked for a little while. Said, what you do for, how much that'll be for a hand job? Escort said, that's $50. The man said, $50 for a hand job. She said, yeah. She said, why? She said, sports car outside. I bought that sports car off a $50 hand jobs. He said, okay, well, I'll try it out. Came back a couple of days later, saw her again. He said, man, that was the best hand job I had in my life. He said, this is cut to the chase. How much is it for a blowjob? She said, it's gonna cost you about 500. He said, $500 for a blowjob? She said, yeah. He said, well, shit, the hand job was good, so the blowjob gotta be better. So he went back to the room, gave her $500, got that blowjob. See the house on top of the hill? I paid for the house. I was strictly blowjobs. I got 20 bedroom mansion. So the man came back 3 days later. She said to the boy again. He said, man, he said everything was great, man. I thought about you all day yesterday, had a good time the other night. He said, I'm gonna cut to the chase. How much you gonna charge me for a piece of pussy? Let's go look at that boy and say, if I had one of those, I'll run the town.
So this whole time he was being serviced by a young man.
Yeah, right.
Man, this dude is stupid, man. Y'all already know, man. That's Cam the comedian.
That's E. Guy the creator, man.
Y'all already know what's the name of the show. All love
All love
over here.
over here.
The name of the show is All Love Over Here, and every week is our job to bring y'all an educational, entertaining show. 5 seasons later, and nothing changed. We still doing that. Welcome, welcome, welcome for everybody. It's your first time here, man. It's the All Love Over Here show. This is what we do, man. We bring y'all an educational, entertaining topics, and we just run through them, man. We make sure we have fun with this. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure
Gotta
y'all
have
do a
fun.
like and share, like and share if you haven't done it already. make sure y'all do us a favor, like and share. We got a hot pepper question for you guys. We got two guests, Mr. Eugene Green, Senior and Junior. We have them both. They're coming through in a little bit, but they're running a little behind because they're on another form right now. So y'all make sure y'all like and share before we even bring them up in here. But get y'all topics, get y'all questions ready for the topic. Get y'all questions ready. Bombard them with questions. That's why they're here. So y'all can bombard them with questions and we can meet Mr. Eugene Green Jr. and ask him about his political journey. So I look forward to that. Really look for what's up, Big Bert? I see Big Bert in the building. Man, Big Bert, what's happening with it?
It is January the 7th. Man, the time running by fast. Eh?
You see it, huh? That time ain't waiting on nobody. Nobody.
Feel like it's January the 7th.
Huh?
Still, we feel like it's January the 7th already, dog. Like we just said Happy New Year last night.
The older you get, the faster that time go, bro.
Man, they say that, man. So who do you get, the faster time go?
The older you get, the faster the time go. You be saying, man, damn, what the time went. All right. Look, y'all, we gonna start it off while we waiting on our guests to come through. We're gonna start it off with the hot pepper question. It is really tied to this video. I know you guys probably saw Pastor Jamal Bryant wife in her brand new dress that had the internet in the uproar.
On fire. I had the internet on fire.
Had the internet in the uproar. They had a difference in opinion from everyone. So look, I'm gonna play the video and we're gonna discuss it because, like I said, this is the hot pepper question. Let's get this video out the way.
Other day, the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. If you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie and Holly Hobbie, you got the wrong church. I wanted a wife I would rush home to, that I wanted to be excited to see. When we walked in there, I said, shake it fast, watch yourself.
I'm
gonna play this one more time.
Yeah, play it again. The pastor.
We'll play it one more time for everybody that was in the back because I told y'all this is gonna be the hot pepper question. Would you allow your wife to wear this, and do you think it's appropriate by her being a first lady? But we're gonna watch the video one more time so y'all can get to see the dress.
Other day, the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. If you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie and Holly Hobbie, you got the wrong church. I wanted a wife I would rush home to, that I wanted to be excited to see. When we walked in there, I said, shake it fast, watch yourself.
Hey man, that's the video. That's the video. And the pepper question is whoa, what's up, Keith Ruff? I see
What's
you
up, Keith?
just
What's that?
in the building. Do us that favor, like and share, Do us that favor, like and share. What you say? You got something for your classmate, Keith Ruffin? Kev look like Santa Claus, but hey, man, we've been Santa for about 4 years now. Yeah,
Yeah, no, you missed it. That was last month.
that is exactly correct. Do us a favor, like and share. Keith Ruff, good seeing you, my brother. So the
What's up,
hot
Keith?
question is right. First question: do you think it was appropriate for his wife, the pastor wife, to be wearing a new dress? Do you feel like it was appropriate, Kev? What you got? Was it appropriate?
You know, her being in the position that she's in, when she's the first lady of a Baptist church. Um, no, I don't think it was. You know, that's just my opinion.
And, and ladies, put the comments down because I want to see what the ladies got to say. This ain't the time to be quiet. I want to see what y'all got to say. What y'all got to say, ladies? What you say, Kev?
Now, the question is, did they raise that $4 million at the fundraiser just because of who they was or because of what she wore?
I had a question about that too.
You know, it's almost like you put on Front Street to raise money for your foundation at a fundraiser. You know, it's bad enough you're first lady and you wear something that's at a fundraiser. Was you trying to promote the fundraiser or you trying to get your wife the attention to people donate more money to the fundraiser?
So you think about her wearing that dress, they was donating more money?
I, I can't say for sure, but I bet you play a big part of them donating more money.
Can't say for sure, but you say you think it played a big part with
Yes.
them raising money. You
The much money they made, he bragged about it.
know,
They talk about how she raised. He didn't say we raised or the church raised. He said they talk about how she raised $4 million for the fundraiser. Well, she was a one man show.
mm, okay, okay. My thoughts on this right quick, man. My thoughts on this, number one, um, do I feel like it was appropriate? No, I don't feel like uh there's a certain class in etiquette, right? Certain class in etiquette. You're the first
Mhm.
lady of the church, right? I'm not saying you had to have on a moo dress and all that down to your ankles and all that hiding you, but and it's just my opinion. I don't think that was appropriate, man. I don't think that was
Mhm.
appropriate for your wife to be wearing, seriously, knowing who you are and what you represent, right? I don't think that was appropriate, bro. And she looked a new dress. Mm, yes, she wasn't new, but why is she wearing a new dress? Like she should have had some reserve even when that came up. Like, should I wear this? Shouldn't I wear this? I know she probably had some reserve with that, man. I know she had questions
Mhm.
like, is this appropriate? I know he probably, like he said, he bought it, but he probably was the one that gave her the confidence to move forward with the dress. That's
Right.
why he probably defended it the way he did. Because he the
Right.
one probably gave her that confidence. You know what I mean? It's like, look, there's a time and place for everything. Time
Exactly.
and place for everything, bro. I just don't think that was the time and place for it. She could have wore something like that privately for you, where she probably could have wore next to nothing. You know what I mean? But I don't know. They have a lot of dresses that and don't get me wrong. I saw the reason why I showed the video and I showed how they had other ladies wearing the dress, right? And that's why I'm saying, yes, we seen a new dress before, but we asking,
Mhm.
is it appropriate for the first lady of a church to be wearing that dress? That's the question. Is it appropriate for the first lady of the church to be wearing that dress? You know what I mean? What you
Uh,
say, Couture? In the building. Do us that favor, like and share, like and share. Do us that favor, like and share. You know, we talking about Pastor Jamal Bryant,
and his
wife,
wife
first
Karen
lady,
Turner
Pastor
Bryan.
Jamal, huh?
His wife, her name is Dr. Karen Turner Bryan. The wife
Her
name.
name, the wife name is Dr. Karen Turner Brown. What is it? What is it?
Yeah, that's it. Dr. Karen Turner Byron. I mean Bryan. I'm
Oh,
sorry, Bryan.
Brian.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about. Katura, the wife, the dress that the wife had on. That's what we're talking about. The dress. I'm sorry, y'all. The dress that the wife had on. That's what we're
Right.
discussing right now. And the question is, was it appropriate? Was that appropriate for her to be wearing, knowing who he is, who she is, and what they represent?
You know, he
That's the
said he bought the dress. Okay, it's fine, cool, terrific. But then you said when she wants you to do, I told her, shake it fast, watch it. It's a certain way as a pastor. That's why you know me. I don't really talk about these churches because I'm thinking some of these pastors to be, doing too much for me, man. But it's as a husband, you're supposed to defend your wife when somebody's talking about her. That's as a husband what you're gonna do. But as a pastor, you defend your wife in a different manner. You talking about other people's wives. You want to live white, or you want to live white house on the prairie wife. That's your business. You could defend her and not try to drag other women down while you're defending her. You know, as a husband, yes, you're gonna defend your wife. But for you to go all out, I heard other videos where he talked about the a lot of church, the ladies in the church. He talked about other women, but you can't defend her like that being a pastor.
You say he can't defend her like that? What you mean?
Well, you can defend her. He's supposed to. That's his wife. But it's a choice of words that you use trying to defend her. You know,
Mm,
you talk bad about the other women that in the church, just because they can't dress like your wife dresses, they ain't got the body your wife got. So there's a whole lot of other videos I had seen and that I had heard that made me like, wow, you know, you do your job as a husband as protecting your wife is right. But when you start downing other women and talking bad about other women to defend your wife as a pastor, I just think that's out of line. Me myself personally.
mm. You you say that he was. I ain't know that he was talking bad about other women. I didn't know that. What he was
Yeah, I heard
saying?
a couple more. I heard a couple more about, don't get mad because you don't have the body she got and you can't wear the dress like she would and you ain't got this and you ain't got that. You know, yeah, they don't have the body she had. They don't have what she might not have. But as a pastor, you defend your wife in a different manner, not bringing
Mm,
everybody else down, other women down in the church houses that decide to dress accordingly to their role.
mm, mm. Ladies, we got ladies on here. Any ladies on here that's brave enough to answer the question? Would you wear this if you were the first lady? Any lady on here, any one of the ladies on here, would you answer that question? Would you wear that dress if you was the first lady of a church? That's the question. I see the ladies up here. I ain't see a lady speak yet. I mean respond. Y'all saying what's up, but I ain't see an answer from y'all yet. I
They don't
ain't
think
see
it's
an
wrong.
answer. Would y'all wear this? Will a lady wear this that was the first lady of a church? I ain't see it. Okay. What you say? What you say? What you say, Couture?
Yeah. That was stupid.
He shouldn't shame other women. It's not godly. Well, okay. Okay,
I said the
I
same
can
thing.
understand that. I didn't see him shame other women in that video. What's up, Laveau? I see you
No,
in the
Lavar.
building. Do that favor, like and share, Laveau. Do that favor, like and share, my brother. I didn't see. I ain't see that video where somebody was getting body shamed. I did saw the video where he was defending his wife's decision to wear a
Right.
dress. That's the only thing that I saw. You know, but I still didn't see a lady say she'll wear it. What you say? What you say?
Ain't nobody
Okay.
gonna wear it.
Wait, hold up. What Katura said. Katura said she got a decent body and she wouldn't wear that. Okay. And she not the first lady. Okay. 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 We heard your opinion. We heard your opinion. Thank you, Katura, for being brave enough to answer us. Because I'm still waiting on other answers from other women that's on here. What y'all wear a dress? So we had one lady that said that she wouldn't wear a dress and she have the body to wear that dress. So that also answers your question, Kev, right? Um,
Right.
no, they got people right now that say, look, I got a body too, and I don't think it's appropriate.
Not
You
in
know
the
what I mean?
position that you're in. You
That
know.
you know what? That plays a big part in it, bro.
Right.
That plays a big part in it. You know, when you lead by the cloth, right? You know you already is being scrutinized, number one, just
Hmm.
because you lead with the cloth. You know, you're supposed to be this representation,
Right.
right? Um, I don't think what you got, Felicia. Like I said, I don't think that's something that a person maybe not if her husband don't have a problem with it. Then well, see, this the thing about it, right? Now, I think in my opinion, her husband should have had a problem with this. Out of all the dresses in the world, think about that. Because now you gotta start thinking about the intent, right?
Hmm.
All dresses in the world, why you chose to wear that dress? You have a figure, you have a shape, you gonna have a shape in everything you wear. Why
Right.
gotta be new? You gonna have that same shape in everything you wear. Why it has to be new? Are all the colors of dresses that you could have wore, why you chose that dress? I think, like I said, she should have had a little more class. Even though, like if another lady that they show other pictures of other women that had it. I'm not saying they look cheesy, stank, or anything, right? But hey, you kind of expect that from them, other people, right? But you kind of don't expect that from a first lady of a church.
Right.
I don't expect to see. I'm just going on expectations where I don't expect to see the first lady like that. And what message you trying to deliver? Both of
That's
them. And
okay.
I'm going for look. That message is for Jamal Bryant and his wife. What's the message with wearing that dress? And would you feel comfortable if your daughter was wearing that dress? If your daughter was wearing that same exact dress to that event, would you feel comfortable if your daughter was wearing that dress? That's why I say, and as a man, it like it makes you think like number one, baby, you represent me, we represent each other, right?
Right.
There's a lot of dresses you can wear at any time. Why are you choosing to wear this dress on this day to this event?
Exactly.
That's my big question on this. You know what I mean? Why you
But
choosing this dress?
then, but then you show up at church the following weekend with a whole red dress on, everything covered up. I'm like, well, damn, you just exposed last week. Why stop exposing now?
You know, yes, that's what you really expect. You really expect them to cover
Exactly.
themselves up, or don't wear the dress. Don't wear the dress. That's why I'm saying, man, he defending it. You know, why he on defense?
Right.
He's on defense big time. Big time.
Exactly. If he wasn't, but he then had to come out and say, I bought the dress. I picked the dress out. If that's what you like, sir, behind your closed doors, like you say, she could come out naked inside your own house. I'm looking at it like he made this dress as a statement to raise money for the fundraiser
Did he
because
say
that's the
that?
only thing they talk about.
Did
He
he say
said
that
she
I made
bought.
this?
He said, but he said in that video they ain't talking about how she bought in $4 million for the fundraiser. Well, how did she bring in $4 million by herself?
Police said some church homes are business, some of them move away from traditional ways. I understand that, right? I
Mm-hmm.
understand that. Okay, okay. Well, hold up. What's up, Auntie Cheryl?
Somebody to
Hey, Auntie
show.
Cheryl. Hey, Auntie Cheryl, I see you in the building. Do us that favor, like and share today. This what I'm saying. I understand that. I understand that, right? That they with time and evolution, we get away from tradition in everything we do, right? That's a part of evolution, right? We get
Mm-hmm.
away from tradition. But like I said, in this situation, was that the right dress to wear for that occasion?
No, it's not.
Like, was
Because
that
think
the
about
right
this.
dress?
Think about this aftermath, right? They got daughters. So now your daughter's trying to gotta defend you because of what you put on and everybody talk about you online on social media. Everyone should go and asking the same question, girl, your mama wrong for wearing that dress. Why she wear that dress?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, why you chose to wear this dress
Right.
if okay, if the wife would have came out wearing a black dress, right? Pastor Jamal Bryant wearing whatever he wearing, and they had their daughter wearing that new dress or whatever, that new
Right.
dress, right? How would he really feel about that? How you think your daughter really representing correctly? Like, think about that, though. It's like,
You're right.
what message is you trying to send? We already know your wife got a shape. We can see that without her even wearing that new dress. We can see it. That's why they
Right.
say class last, man. Class last. And if you got a body, you got a body. You don't need to do all that because you got a body. You understand?
Right.
That looked like she wanted extra attention. See, that's where I thought you was going at first with this. Well, her wanting the extra attention because that would it seem like she want extra attention, and not only her. That's why I say he not off the hook. Him too.
Right.
He want that extra attention too. Seem like he getting so caught up within this worldly world, right? To where he look, he's straddling the fence. You don't
Right.
know. That's the way it look. That's the way it look. Look like you straddling the fence, bro. What's going on?
And like you said, first of all, like you said again, why that dress at that event at that moment, right? You, if I can see if you have been seen in these type of dresses before or something similar to this type of dress before, it would have been a big old discussion. But for you to come out the blue and just put this dress on, and for him to back you the way he did, and at the end of the video, he said, I told him to come out there and shake it fast. But you are promoting, what are you, like you said, what are you promoting? Where are you going with this all?
What's up, Mustafa? I see you. I see you. Do us a favor, like and share. I see you. I see you, Mustafa. Do us that favor, like and share. What you say, wolves? Wolf come in sheep clothing. Hey, man. Hey, man. I'm just trying to understand it, my brother. I'm just trying to understand it. That's why I'm saying, like, why that decision was made, and it
Right.
looked like, you know what I mean? Y'all looking for attention. You know what I mean? Y'all looking for attention, man. Y'all
And,
looking
and
for
like,
attention.
and like I said, there's a bunch of videos out there where he said different things and other people have commented on what he said. And like I said again, as a husband, yes, it's your job to defend your wife if somebody coming at her. but the way you defend her as in your position is different versus a regular person that's out here. You trying to spread the word of God. You want to be godly, but you're talking about you mix your rap songs with your white dress. You got your dress. You got your white dress like Beyonce at an award show. What you trying to promote?
What's up, Mike? Mike, I
What's
see
up, Mike?
you.
Mike,
Yeah, man. I see you, Mike. Mike. Shout out to your son, man. Look out. I see
big
you this
shots out,
Thursday.
man.
Good thing, bro. Tell your son we said what's up, bro. We pray you have a look. Keep having a successful season, man. But look, think about that. Do us a favor, like and share, y'all. Do us that favor, like and share. We still got 2 guests coming on. We still got 2 guests coming on behind this pepper question now. So y'all make sure y'all do us that favor, like and share. But this is what I'm saying, Cal. That they want attention, bro. And it's both of them. And what the comment what the comment, who that was made the comment about they living worldly. And that's the way it looked to me. That was Brandon.
Right.
Yes, that is true. Yeah.
And like you said, first of all, they're in Atlanta, so is that possible? I guess, right? I guess you get rid of Atlanta. But like you said, they live in worldly. They are living for the attention versus trying to live to spread the word. I
Look,
guarantee you, let's say this. If she went to that event by herself with that same dress on without him, you think he'd have been more supportive than he is now?
You know what? All right. I see you backstage. Yes, sir. I see you. We got Mr. Young Eugene Green backstage, Junior. The Junior, yes, I told y'all we got 2 guests for y'all. I told y'all. We got one of them backstage right now. I'm about to bring you on in a second, my brother. I'm about to bring you on in a second. Thank you for being on time. I really appreciate your time. I'm gonna bring you on in a second. But this is what I'm saying, right? We gotta wrap this up, y'all, because we have company. We got guests. All right. So let's wrap up the pepper letter. You know what? I'm gonna bring you on. Let me bring you on because I'd like to hear what you have to say about this. Hold up. Let's bring on Mr. Eugene Green Jr. Let's clap him up, everybody. Let's clap him up.
How you doing, sir? How you doing?
How y'all doing? All right. How y'all doing? Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
We good, man. We good.
All right.
Yes,
Sure.
sir. We really appreciate your time on the All Love Over Here show, man. Thank you. This your first time being on here, huh?
Yes, sir.
Hey, like I said, I really appreciate your time, honestly, man. We growing this show, and we'd be happy to have you guys to come on and educate us in what y'all have going on. How could we get behind you guys and support y'all? But right now, because I gotta end this so we can get started with you. Pastor Jamal Bryant is the conversation. Are you familiar with the dress that his wife wore?
No,
Did you see it?
Nah.
Did you see it? Yeah. Okay. Hold up.
What you got for me?
We're gonna bring up the speed.
Hold up, dog. Let me show it to you. Because I want look. And the question is this appropriate? Is this appropriate for a pastor's wife to be wearing? That's the question. But I'm gonna let you listen to the video.
Other day, the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. If you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie and Holly Hobbie, you got the wrong church. I wanted a wife I would rush home to, that I wanted to be excited to see. When we walked in there, I said, shake it fast, watch yourself.
You wild Magnolia. All right.
Well, brother, you just saw the video and you just heard the audio. So, like I said, the question is, right, in your opinion, because like I said, this is opinion based. In your opinion, do you think that was appropriate for the first lady of a church to be wearing?
No, I don't think so. And you know, it's strictly because it's at church. I mean, the captain said at church, right? That's what she wore at the church. I just
It's a
feel like,
fundraiser.
yeah, I just feel like certain places you just got to dress appropriately. You know, it is what it is. It's part of standards of life. You know, so I just feel like you got to dress appropriately if you're gonna be at church. I'd say that was a little too far. You know,
Right.
yeah, you know, I mean, you're not trying to draw heads at church now. You know, you could do that without doing all that. She looked like she's a nice looking woman, so she could do that without doing all that. You know, you're gonna still get your head turned if that's your goal or whatever you're trying to accomplish. I just felt like that took it a little far, you know, just a little too much.
Gotcha.
That's
I
the
mean, it's a
same
nice
thing.
dress though. Nice dress.
Right. And she also has a nice shape. Let's be
Right.
honest. It's a nice dress. She has a nice shape. But like I said, already have a nice shape, so you don't have to do all that.
Correct.
Like
You
why?
said you ain't gotta
You
do
know,
it.
you ain't gotta do all that. At this point, you're doing too much.
Exactly.
And then the way he defended it, it sounded like this probably was his idea. We don't know. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like I expect you to defend your wife. I'm not saying I don't expect you to defend your wife, because right, we're gonna defend our wives, wrong or right, we're gonna defend them, right? We'll say whatever we gotta
Right.
say behind closed doors if we don't agree with it, but in public, we're gonna stand by them. I understand that, and that's why everybody was in uproar, because like, damn, dude, if that's the first lady, like, what message are we sending? Or
Correct.
you trying to send? You understand what I'm saying? That's why I said, man, people are so close to, straddling the fence. That I mean, come on, man, you playing in hot water, brother.
Right.
Just my opinion. All right. I told you guys that we have company, and he is here on time. I appreciate your time, Mr. Eugene Green. You the third, or your
I'm
dad
re-
or the junior?
Yeah, I'm actually the third. You know, a lot of people don't know my dad, a junior, but I'm I'm the third. So
All right.
yeah.
All right, man. We got some time. Give us a rundown, man. How old are you, and what made you get into politics?
All right. That's the first thing I like to start off with because I look pretty young, but I'm actually 36 years old. So
Okay.
yeah, I got a lot of experience. I've been out of college, 15 to 16 years. So I've been doing a lot, since then. And my background is in financial audit, and accounting and budgeting. So I work for a lot of different private sector companies, with the healthcare industry, with the banking industry and the hospitality industry, all doing audit. So as you know, we got a budget issue over here in the city.
Right.
They're not making sure that money's gone to the right places. With my expertise, I think I'd be a perfect candidate to kind of at least address that budget issue, and take a harder look into it, on the state level. And it's my role as a state representative, basically the liaison to connect New Orleans, the city, to the state, and to ensure that state funding is funded into the state. Into the city, because there's a lot of funds, a lot of state money that's out there, and we don't get our fair share. So that's going to be my main goal, to get some money and make Orleans Parish and New Orleans more affordable, because we all know right now we're going through hard times. Some people living paycheck to paycheck, and it's hard out there, and it's mainly because of all the high cost, with insurance cost, healthcare cost, and homeowners insurance. So there's a way to mitigate that and drop that down on the state level, and I have some different plans. And I got interested in politics, and just running for office. About, I would say, in 2019 when my dad ran and I was assistant campaign manager. We lost that election. Then 2 years later, he did win city council. So that's kind of when I got into it and got more interested in the political realm and helping people. And I see, I take real pride. People like to say, you gone by your dad, but yeah, you're right. That's my dad. And my dad's a good man. He's a leader. He always led me in the right direction. That's why I'm here where I'm at now. So I'm proud of him, and I look up to him. So I learned a lot from him also. So yeah, you're right. I am taking his leadership roles. You're right. I am stepping up. I'm not stepping up because he wants me to. I'm stepping up because I want to. He has another son. I got a little brother too, and he's into law. He's going to law school, and I got a sister that's a doctor. So we have other family members. They're not interested, but I am. So I always like to tell people that that's my decision, And yes, I am following in his footsteps. That's a good man. I'm proud of him, So yeah, that's my reason for running, and mainly just to help us, man. We need help, and we need to get some more funding to Orleans Parish, and it can be done. At the state level, there's a lot of money, and we got to get that money. We got to get our fair share. I don't know. I'll just break it down right quick. There's about, I'll give you like four things that the state owns in the city of New Orleans. That's the Superdome. That's the arena. They own City Park. They own the aquarium and the convention center. That's 5 right there. The state owns that. So every time they have an event, the state makes that money. We make a small percentage, but they make all the money. And guess who actually makes sure that runs efficiently? The event. New Orleans, the police department, the fire department, and EMS. They are the ones that take care of that. So we have to pay our people, to make sure their event goes right, where they make money. So we should get a decent amount of that money since we house in all these events. We don't. So I'll advocate for some more funding to come directly to Orleans Parish, and invest in the places it needs to go. Infrastructure, making sure our streets are taken care of. There's enough money there. And then also early childhood education. We got to take care of our youth. We got to start them off on the right foot. So teachers need to get paid more. So we have good teachers, and we can retain teachers. That's the thing. We need to retain them. I remember growing up, it was the same teachers in my elementary school the whole time. So we need that again. So that's my reason.
How could you guarantee that the funds going to be allocated appropriately?
That's the thing. So when we at the state legislative level, we vote on those. We vote with a budget. We vote on the budget and where those funds would be placed. So my vote counts. It's 105 other state representatives in the state. So we vote on that state budget. But I'm an advocate to make sure they go in the correct places.
Gosh. What do you have anything? Do you have any plans on making New Orleans Parish more family oriented, meaning more things to do as a family, going out for outings, as far as instead of going away to Metairie, going away to Kenner, or going to Sardell to have an outing? Do you have really anything in New Orleans that you could do as a family to come together and have fun?
Right. So that comes with economic development. So you have to encourage economic development. And that's something we have to do as citizens, honestly. We have to support our small businesses. We do a good job for the most part, but we really have to support them and encourage them and help them out. But on my level, when I'm elected, it'll be to get some grant money and make it easier to start a business, So that's one of the things we need to make it easier also to obtain loans and to start a small business, and more incentives to small business. So then we can get some more activities and things to do. That's one of the tough things that we have in the East right now. They got a lot of land, they got a lot of room. Before Katrina, you remember Six Flags and stuff. We had things. I worked at Six Flags, so I know firsthand. I went from Jazzland to Six Flags. Six Flags came in and bought it and made it better, made it bigger. But it was incentive to come out there and do that. But now it's just we got to support it. You know, we got to get it's hard because we do have to get somebody that wants to invest some money, you know, in a project. So there are some guys that doing some good things. They're trying to do some things, you know, with Lincoln Beach. So once these things kind of get up and running, it will encourage other small business owners. And then that's kind of how the development of, you know, will roll out. So economic development it will fall off each other. So once that Lincoln Beach kind of gets rolling in another business, some more food trucks, and it'll keep coming little by little. Takes time, you know, kind of rebuild. Now, unfortunately, looks like the East was like the last thing to kind of get rebuilt after Katrina, you know.
Right.
So it was on the back burner when we come to economic development, things to do out there, you know. So 'cause I was in the East a lot, you know. I remember everything: Plaza, Six Flags. We had a lot of things, you know. We all went to the Grand movie theater when it came out there. When they built that, we were out there. All our people, you know, we were out there.
Right.
We were supporting it. We had a good time, you know.
Exactly.
They had some things go down, but you know, that's part of the game. So, but we had some things to do in the East, you know. And I remember I lived in Gentilly. I'm like, but we'll drive to the East to go to the movie. We'll drive to the East to go to the mall, you know. So drive to the East to go to Six Flags, and stuff
Right.
like that. So there were things to do. It's just gonna take some time to get back there. It just seemed like that was the last thing that unfortunately they concentrated on, you know.
We got a question from the audience. Shout out to Brother Mustafa. He's saying, what about youth programs? What you have for the youth?
Right. So early child education, youth programs, I'm all for it, investing in it. You know, any nonprofits that you know, sponsor the youth. There's a lot out there. And the city gives grants. The city gives money to them to keep these programs going. And honestly, they're doing well. You know, from what I've seen, I've been to a couple, just kind of rolling with my dad in his district. And they're doing well. You know, like we had a lot of toy drives that just happened. And a lot of kids were happy. Zulu does them. Different representative does them in different churches. So these things, we you know, they're helping the youth. The youth are happy. But we do need some more money for the youth, just for different programs, I guess, to more education. You know, we have a lot of programs kind of to, you know, incentive the youth, like with toys and youth day NOLAs and, you know, entertainment, but we need some more educational programs, I'll say.
Good question, brother. What you said, Kevin?
Oh, you talking about education. I was hearing rumors of some schools in the East, like Reed, is closing down. Is that a true fact, or are y'all trying to? What are their plans on trying to keep those schools like that open?
Yeah.
Because the
Now,
education levels are really bad.
right. Now I did hear that. I don't know how true it is. I know, you know, they give these charter schools a grade, right? And they get
Okay.
this F grade twice in a row. That's kind of when they start considering closing them down. So that's kind of how that looks. I don't know the specifics on the Reed school situation, like what their grade was that was given. But I'm not sure if they're actually going to close. But I mean, sometimes when the schools do bad, they just, they give them this grade, and then that's kind of that's how they determine if they're going to keep that school open or they're going to give it to new management. But then when they say they close it, they might close it to that management team or whoever over that charter. They give it to another entity to run the school to see if they can bring it up. But sometimes if they do that three times in a row and then every person can't bring up, those grades, that's when they kind of decide to close it. They'll make that decision.
Listening at you, man. This gonna be an uphill battle for you. But sound like you geared up for it. Anytime you run it, man, you're gonna have people that oppose you. So how you planning on dealing with that? We had shows to where we had people like Noonie Man. They're very outspoken, very besides him being outspoken, but he's very earnest in what he's saying and the message he's trying to deliver.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, how you plan on just dealing with the opposition, trying to keep your name clean and run a good race. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's the thing. A lot of foolishness that come out when you running a race. How you gonna keep your name clean? Like I said, your family have a good name. How you gonna keep the family name clean and still run a good race?
Right. Well, honestly, it's about positivity. You know, that's what I'm striving for, and that's what I'm striving for the residents also. You know, everything I want to look at is positive. Um, the way we're going up all the time. I don't want to kind of look back, and that's the mindset of all the residents in the district, all the citizens. We should be happy to live here, and we should always be looking on the upturn, not on the downturn of what's wrong all the time. Kind of what's going well. Crime has declined over the last 4 years, that we all know, right? We don't get our cars broken into as much. You know, different things have changed, right? So we're on a good uphill turn. So I want to look forward and progress. There's a lot of things that we look forward to. And so I don't really get into the riffraff. I'm gonna be honest. I hear it. It don't bother me, honestly. I'm part of it. I share the same name with my dad, so I get the same backlash, and I'm fine with it. I'm all for it. Do what you got to do if that's the route you want to take. But then that clearly leaves off that, or what are you trying to fix though? If you worry about this, what are you trying to fix though? There's a lot of issues, right? That's what we're saying. That's why we're running. That's why we're interested. That's what we want to help. So let's focus on the positive things, what we can do positively, rather than something negative. I think we do that as a people sometimes too much. But as you know, it's politics. It can get dirty. But I'm always run a clean race because I have a lot to talk about what I can do, what I can provide, what I can bring to the table. I don't really have time to really do any digging on the other person. And honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't care about the other candidates because I'm my candidate. I'm doubling down on me. I come here with my own funds. I invest in my own self. I don't need any. I'll do the fundraiser later. I'm putting out my own bread early because I'm coming for me. I want to do this. So I don't need really. I don't really look into all candidates and who's running, who might be running. Yeah, that's important early on. Just like, oh yeah, let's see who's in the race. Other than that, I'm not looking for anything what they got going on or what they're standing for. When it's even if it's positive or that. So I just say keep that positive attitude. Because that's what we want to instill in the youth. You don't want to see the youth. The youth see this stuff online. They go on here, so they click on this stuff. They so they don't want to hear that. That's if that's what they see, then that's what they're gonna know. You want to show them some positive things. They click on these videos. They watch them. I got an 8-year-old daughter. She on YouTube all the time. I don't know what she watching at the time, but I'm just telling you. If you're seeing negative stuff, that's what you're gonna think. So I have a positive outlook on it. And I think that's coming from the leadership roles of my dad, and just some leadership roles of me being an Eagle Scout, and Boy Scouts. Became an Eagle Scout, and only 2 to 4% of boys that join Boy Scouts make it to Eagle Scout. And I say that's a testament to my dad keeping me involved and keeping me in it. I wouldn't say that was something I wanted to do back then. I'd rather go shoot some hoops or something like that, but I still stayed with it. And I'm proud of that accomplishment. So I look at the positive stuff and not too much of the negative.
That was a good answer because I was looking at it by being your first time. You're getting into this, man. Like I said, it can get pretty rough. It get pretty rough, and we just had a nasty mayor's race. That was pretty nasty, man. And they brought it to social media, so that was like just putting gasoline on it. And that's why I asked that question with you just getting into it. Are you prepared for that? No matter what way it goes, and according to your answer, man, sound like you will run a good positive race. I always try to tell guys, man, don't lose yourself within this race. Because this too will pass. And your reputation and who you are still have to be intact after this.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
What you said, Kevin? You got another one?
I heard like I said, you said a lot of positive things, a lot of good things. I like the way that you're trying to get the funding for the city for New Orleans and do it. My other question was, I heard you say that the city. I missed one part of it. You were saying that the city owns City Park, the Smoothie King. What the other three things was?
No, the state owns that.
The states, okay,
Yeah, the state owns the Superdome, the Smoothie
okay,
King Center, the Convention Center, City Park, and the aquarium. That's all state owned, meaning they make all the revenue. So for every event, when they have all these concerts, that's state money. We receive a part of the sales tax as a city, but that's it. But we're policing the areas. We have the fires in the areas. We have the EMS if anything happens. We pay for that, but they make all the revenue when it comes to that.
So how does that work? Is that like a contract decision, or
So
is that just a
no, honestly, this happened. They built these entities years ago, and that's when the city didn't have the proper funding to make those happen. So the city agreed to allow the state to build them because they're paying for them because it's gonna
right?
it's gonna make our city better at the end of the day. So it's good both hands, because we didn't have the funding for it for them to build it. Superdome was built many years ago. Arena was also built, but the state paid for it. So it's their entity, it's their property. They had the funding. We just didn't have the funding as a city. And so that's why we allowed that. But now we're looking at it, but it's still a good trade-off because that's why people, when they come to Louisiana, they come to New Orleans. We host the Superdome, we host the Super Bowls, we host the
Right.
big events because we have all those entities in New Orleans. So it's good and bad, and we make the money off the hotel tax and sales tax and on other other things around there. It brings people to New Orleans, but it's just a simple fact we have to house these, and basically what we're managing these entities when they have events there, and we can ask the state to at least they can maybe bring their police. State police can come
Right.
patrol, and they could pay the state police to patrol. And have our Orleans police do something else, rather than to patrol something like that. So whenever they have a big events, as we know, the NBA YoungBoy came here. Well, we had a police on
Mhm.
every corner, man.
Yes.
Right. I was down for that.
Guess who paid for the police on every corner? New Orleans.
The city did.
Yeah, the city. The city paid. Guess who made all the money from the thing? The concert. The state.
Wow.
It's part of the game. But there's a way to advocate for that. You kind of suggest them. Like I say, you could tell state police to maybe come over. They can do the patrol of a certain events because they'll put some money back in the city's pocket. And then I have all these police overtime, EMS ready, and fire departments ready for some event that we're not even making the bulk of the money on.
I never knew that the state get all the funding from events. It's almost like New Orleans owns the land, but the state owns the buildings.
Correct. Yep. So the state makes that
Wow.
contract with the Saints. That's why they stay here. State got that contract. Yep.
I
That's
got
crazy.
another question from Mustafa, man. He was asking what would set you apart from others, I guess other candidates. What would set you apart from other candidates?
Mainly my tax background. A lot of candidates coming in as attorneys, kind of on that level, political science level. I came in as a business management background. So I've done worked with a lot of different businesses, a lot of private sector companies. And I've done a lot of accounting work, budgeting work, and financial auditing work. So that's going to set me apart from a lot of candidates and a style of legislators that are currently in office. That's my background as an auditor first.
Gotcha.
Hey man, like I said, we brought you on. It's 9:30. I really appreciate the time. I won't bring you back because like I said, I wanted to have you and your dad on here. But thank you for answering all the questions. You ain't ducking no smoke. I appreciate that.
I appreciate this. I appreciate the show. Appreciate what y'all do. It's really informative. I'm ready to come back and answer some more questions.
Oh yeah, we will bring you back. It's definitely. Due to time constraints, I know you guys had something going on earlier. And thank you for waiting around to come on and and honor your word. Because like I said, I got guests that was waiting to talk to you guys. So I really appreciate that, man. But it's 9:30 right now. I don't want to hold you all day. I won't bring you back. So I'm gonna get with David and see when I can schedule to bring both of you guys back.
All right.
And ask you more questions. Right now it just really was an intro to really who you are, and we can talk more about later about what you're gonna be doing. But this really was an intro to you. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because we spoke with your dad a couple of times. And hey, it seemed like you're gonna be a chipper off the block, bro.
Right.
Stick with him, and
Right.
stick with it. You
Yeah, I
understand what
appreciate
I'm
it. If
saying?
y'all got any questions, you can reach out on Vote Eugene Green III. It's I.com. And then my email is info@voteugenegreen3.com. And then I also have a phone number on there. You can reach me on that also. If you got any, direct questions or really concerns or anything you want to recommend if you do live in a district, anything you want to recommend that, could be done, and I'm all open. I'm all ears. At the end of the day, I like to tell people it's a state representative, meaning I'm representing the people, right? So it's about the people. It's about what the people want. It's about what the people need. And that we got to go majority, and majority, what's going on. So and that's in cost. A lot of people wants to lower cost, but that's what I'm advocate for. Anything else, I'm willing to do. So I'm here for the people. And I'm ready to work. I have the experience, I have the background, and I got it in my blood a little bit from my dad. So I have all the sides, and I'm personable. So I know a lot of people, and I'm personable. I was just like everybody else, man. I can go to bars, hang out, do my thing. I still, but I could still tap in over here too. It's time to get serious. I could sit at a table with anybody, and we could talk, and we can eat dinner. I could still handle my own with anybody. And as we know, it's a majority of Republicans that's housing in Baton Rouge, so I can sit down though with them, and they'll respect me and they'll take me serious. So,
hey man, like I tell all the guys that come on, all our politicians, our representatives, hey, don't be a stranger, and that's the problem with most, right? You see them when they're running for something, and then we don't see them no more, right? That's the argument,
right?
That's with everyone, right? So that's why I said don't be a stranger. Get comfortable with the people, because the people is gonna be the one that uplift you. You know what I mean? That's gonna hold you down. The
I know.
So don't be
They
no
put you
stranger.
in
That's why I
office.
said correct. That's why I like your approach. That's why I was listening. I like your approach to it, right? Yeah, man. Let's treat this like you want it, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, yo, I ain't no different from y'all, and I can hear that. People will appreciate that. That's what we want to see. We want to know that, hey, man, you got our back. We put you there to represent us. That's why we put you. We believe in you. Now do your thing and do what you said you was gonna do. I ain't gonna hold you up, but bro, thank you. I really appreciate you coming on. The name of the show is All Love Over Here. And when we bring guests on the show, it's to uplift you and encourage you to keep doing what you're doing and to thank you for what you're doing in the community. So let's clap them up. Let's clap them up. Let's clap them up. Let's clap them up.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, man. Like I say,
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I thank you for what y'all doing. I want y'all to continue to keep doing this, keep growing it bigger, and then keep the positivity. That's what we want to see.
Definitely. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
And I'll
Any
come
last
back on
words?
whenever. We can schedule another date. And I'll be ready.
Because I won't bring you back a little early. Like I said, this was really an intro. I won't bring you back early so we can dive more into it. You understand? But you did great, brother. I really appreciate your time. That's why I said don't be no stranger. I'm gonna get with David to where we can schedule to where you come back on maybe when you guys don't have nothing else going on, and we can just get more time just to dig
All
into
right.
it.
That'll work.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you,
All right,
man.
man.
Salute you, man.
All right. Be easy, y'all.
Yes,
right,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Eugene
Hey,
Green
man.
III.
Yes, sir. And that, anybody need a yard sign, holla at.
Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, you got something to talk about. Wait, what you got yard signs and
Yeah,
everything?
I got signs. I put them out myself, man. So I'm out there, and I put them out myself. I'm putting them out. I put them out whenever, every day. You know, somebody need one, I go bring them one. So they need a yard sign. You can hit your line, and you'll tell them the address, and I go drop it off there in the district. You know, in that district, my district, I ain't say this, but it encompasses Gentilly, Pontchartrain Park, a little bit of the east, just in between Dwyer and Chef, and then we have
Okay.
we got the 7th Ward all the way to the racetrack to Esplanade, and then everything above 610 going Gentilly's way. So that's 7th Ward, 8th Ward, Paris Avenue, you know, all the streets. So that's the district. If anybody didn't know, but yeah, anything around there, I'm willing, you know, give you a sign if you want.
Okay, we got David saying, make sure you let them know when the election is.
Oh yeah. So the election is February 7th, and early voting starts January 24th. Now, February 7th, we start our carnival season. So I would advise early voting on the January 24th. That's a Saturday. And early voting lasts for 6 days. So I would definitely advise early voting, because once that carnival season starts, you know, we're in our groove. So I would advise early voting on the 24th, but election day is February 7th.
Awesome, awesome. We're
So
gonna bring
coming
you
up.
back.
Coming up, man.
Yes.
Coming up quick. Yeah, 30 days, man. So
Yeah, that's why I said we're
it's
gonna bring
real quick.
y'all a couple times before that. Like I said, just to make sure that we give you the flow.
All right.
So we're gonna
That
bring you a
work.
couple times before the actual election. Once again, thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to you, man. And like I said, we will be back in touch with you, though.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
All right.
All right. As I promised, as I told y'all, we had Mr. Eugene Green the third
The
in the building.
third.com.
The third. Hey, man. Look, what I appreciate about our guests, when they come on here and they don't be feeling around for answers, trying to sound politically correct. No, they answer the question. Like I said, I like when they don't duck no smoke, because that's what we want. We want a real human being. We don't want nobody around here trying to don't play like nothing, man. Give us the real answer. You understand what I'm saying? So you can
Right.
respect when somebody shoots you straight. And that brother, like I said, he ain't come ducking no smoke. And I appreciate that. So I'm gonna bring him back so we can ask him some more questions. But he did a good job. So let's clap him up one more time. Appreciate you. A young black man, trying to make a difference. So shout out to David Hudson. David always doing something great in and out the community, man. Always doing something great. We really appreciate you guys. Kev, let's go ahead on and get ready to end the show. Do you have any birthdays, my brother?
Yes, man. We got birthday shout outs in January. Class of 94. Shanita Sterling. Happy birthday, Shanita Sterling. Also, Timothy birthday, Timothy Cosby birthday. Happy birthday, Tim, my dog Smoke. Also, Jeffrey Meadows' birthday is also this month. And last but not least, my baby birthday. Shout out to my baby B Will, Busy B, Brandy, whatever you want to call her. Her birthday's coming this Saturday, so I will be busy Saturday. So don't call me because I will be out doing things.
Happy birthday, Brandon. You let us know ahead of time you're gonna be busy, huh?
I'm be
Okay,
busy. Don't
brother.
call me Saturday.
Yeah. Do you have any any shout outs? What you say, Mustafa? Yes, sir. I still have hats. I'm still making hats. Yes, I got events coming up. God's been so great to me. But if you want me to make your hat, brother, I look forward to doing it, man. I love doing this, man. Get in contact with me, and I promise you, I'll make sure I make you a hat, my brother. I'll make sure I do that for you. Thanks for asking. But yes, I'm still making them hats. That's what I love to do. So yeah, that's what I'm be doing. This year we got a lot planned for y'all. So y'all trying to make these shows. We got a lot planned for y'all. All right. You know, this is season 5, so we're gonna keep it live. You know what I mean?
Yes,
This
sir.
Joe. All right, Joe. All right, my brother. Yeah, I got you, Joe. I got you, dog. I'll make sure just holler at me after the show, man. I get you lined up. You know, season 4, we decided to do more. You know, we said we was gonna do more, so we added prayer to the show, right? So the season 5, we're gonna keep it going. You know, prayer been helping us, man. Y'all know last year was trying. You know what I mean? So prayer really do help us. You understand? So at this moment right now, I'll go ahead on and say a prayer since it's my turn. All right, everybody bow their heads. All right, God, thank you once again for waking us up this morning. Thank you, God, for keeping us covered. Thank you, God. We pray for everybody that's sick and shut in, Lord. Just keep them covered, keep them positive, keep them hopeful, knowing that you always in control. Keep them keep them aligned with your word, knowing that that's the only truth. Only things we do for God will last. Only things we do for God will last. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, Kev. So you finished with the shout outs. We did the prayers. It's about time to get on out here, man. Y'all know how we end this thing. Y'all already know what's the name of the show. All love
All
over
love
here.
over
We
here.
out,
We
man.
love
We're gonna
y'all. We
see y'all
out.
next
Salute
week.
y'all, man.
Next week on time. We're gonna have a hot pepper letter. We probably have a hot pepper letter and a hot pepper question. But next week,
I
be
was on
on
time,
time.
dude.
Be on time, and hopefully we don't have no disruptions. You know what I mean? We don't have no distortion. We don't have none of that going on. You understand what I'm saying? So look,
You're gonna have all that
be
going
on
on.
time, 8 o'clock. We love y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week. We out, man.
We out.